These are two of the most important pieces of content I've shared.
It turns out that was just a tiny piece of propaganda meant to vilify Lively.
Blake Lively has filed a lawsuit against Justin Baldoni and Jamie Heath, accusing them of misconduct and orchestrating a smear campaign. Lively alleged that Baldwin engaged in misconduct while shooting the film, breaking the generational cycle of domestic violence. The film studio implemented measures to ensure a safe environment, but Justin feared Blake might tarnish his reputation. To counteract this, he brought in crisis manager Melissa Nathan and her PR firm, The Agency Group, also known as Tag PR. Melissa Nathan's name might sound familiar, but it's the same firm that represented Johnny Depp during his defamation trial against Amber Heard. This connection alone has sparked waves of controversy, as the movie The Fray, starring Blake Lively, was a huge box office hit. Private text messages and other documents reveal what really happened: a campaign to tarnish Lively. After she alleged that Baldwin had engaged in misconduct while shooting the film, Lively claimed that Baldwin had engaged in improvising Ed and unwanted kissing and made sexual comments to her. Amber Heard, a PR expert with a direct connection to the Blake Lively and Justin Baldwin drama, has worked behind the scenes to help Johnny Depp and his Amber Heard. She has many ways to shift public sentiment and get social media talking in the ways that she wants it to. Her retainer is said to be worth every penny because it clearly worked. Amber Lively has a direct connection to the Blake Lively and Justin Baldwin drama, as they have been accused by Blake Lively of sexual harassment and inappropriate behaviour on the set of the movie he directed and produced. In a 2022 verdict, the jury found Amber liable for defamation, which she later appealed. However, the 38-year-old settled the case later that year, calling it a very difficult decision inside of the vilification she experienced online and making the trial. Brian Fredman insists that people's opinions about Amber and now Blake were formed organically, accusing Amber of trying to align herself with Blake Lively in desperation to recover some sort of reputation. Amber is now reflecting on her own experience with public vitriol amid her and Johnny Depp's infamous defamation trial. As she tells NBC News in a statement on December 23rd, Blake Lively and Amber Heard have been involved in a legal battle over sexual harassment allegation. Blake's complaint with the California Civil Rights Department, obtained by E! News, includes alleged text messages from Melissa Nathan, who also represented Johnny Depp, to a publicist for Justin. Amber Heard has been focusing on blaming social media more than mainstream media for alleged misinformation, as it was the same PR company that was working for Johnny Depp. Amber Heard has been accused of a similar smear campaign against her and Johnny Depp. The PR company that Justin Baldoni has now employed is the same PR company that worked for Johnny Depp, and Amber claims they were doing a smear campaign against her. Amber Heard has made it clear that social media is the primary source of misinformation against her, and is now blaming it for Blake Lively's case. A group called Vital Voices, a women's advocacy group, recently announced that they will resend an award given to Justin Baldoni based on allegations. This story has reignited debates among Amber's supporters, who have rallied behind Blake Lively, many of whom argue that Amber was a victim of a similar smear campaign and are demanding justice for both women. The Depp and Heard drama began in 2016, when Amber filed for divorce. She has since been forced to release a statement stating that she was trying to keep everything private, but Johnny's PR team was clearly trying to vilify her by spreading misinformation. In 2018, Amber referred to herself in an article as a public figure representing domestic abuse, and despite not being mentioned in the lawsuit, Johnny Depp sued her for defamation. Some are even calling for a public apology to Amber, claiming she endured unfair treatment, even though she was never mentioned in the lawsuit. In conclusion, the ongoing legal battle between Blake Lively and Amber Heard has raised questions about their relationship and the potential impact of social media on their reputation. The Amber Depp case has been a contentious topic, with conspiracy theories and leaked text messages circulating. Some believe that the controversy is a manufactured drama designed to generate profits for Hollywood's puppet masters, who claim that public scandals can be lucrative. Others believe that the Amber Depp case was a success, with everyone dissecting every little detail and making money for these people. The situation between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni has been a subject of debate, with some people hesitant to support her fully. Recently, leaked text messages between Blake and Justin have cast doubt on her claim, as it turns out that some of the messages she submitted as evidence in her lawsuit were edited. This revelation has made some people hesitant to support her fully. Justin Baldoni is now suing the New York Times for cherry-picking and altering communication without providing any context in attempts to mislead the public. The attorney who filed the lawsuit argued that the Times cowed to the wants and whims of two powerful Hollywood elites, disregarding journalistic ethics and practices by using doctored and manipulated text. While it is not clear whether Justin is innocent in this situation, the recent revelations have made it seem fishy, and we will have to wait and see what happened. The attorney who filed the lawsuit argued that the Times cowed to the wants and whims of two powerful Hollywood elites, disregarding journalistic ethics and practices by using doctored and manipulated text. In conclusion, the Amber Depp case has been a contentious issue, with conspiracy theories and leaked text messages casting doubt on Blake Lively's claim. It is crucial to consider the truth and the potential consequences of the situation before making any decisions. Critics argue that the situation between Justin Bieber and Blake Lively is not as serious as Amber Heard's case, which involved damaging audio evidence against her. The case has been compared to Amber's, which was a PR disaster that has become a mess. Justin's publicist has been accused of being part of this controversy, and Colleen Hoover, author of the book It Ends With Us, has publicly supported Blake. Lively's brother-in-law and fellow actor, Bart Johnson, slammed Baldwin in writing, calling him a fraud and using trendy catchphrases and buzzwords for his podcast. Lively has also hired the same crisis PR manager as her ex, Johnny Depp, a performance that has been praised for years. Justin and others have launched a $250 million lawsuit against the New York Times for publishing an article that portrayed them as villains in the controversy. The New York Times released a story on Lily's sexual harassment claims against Baldwin while filming It Ends With Us. Baldwin has sued the Times for libel, accusing the Times of relying almost entirely on what it described as Lively's unverified and self-serving narrative. The suit also says the article disregarded evidence that would have exposed Liv's true motives and caused $250 million in damages to Baldwin and his publicist. Baldwin claims he never agreed to a document seeking safeguards on set because he claims he was never presented with them. He also accused Lively and Ryan Reynolds of bullying and aggressively berting him. A New York Times spokesperson said their story was meticulously and responsibly reported. Lively's representative said this lawsuit won't change anything when it comes to her active lawsuit against Baldwin. As the DRW continues to unfold, the stakes couldn't be higher. Blake Lively's allegations have sparked a media frenzy, and Amber Heard's involvement has only added to the intensity. Some critics question whether this is another case of an actor's dark side being exposed, or if it is a calculated move by Amber Heard to recover some of her reputation. In the comments below, viewers can share their thoughts on the ongoing drama between Justin Bieber and Blake Lively, and stay updated on the unfolding drama by liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell.